we're committing sacrilege, right? Yeah. I thought this was typically a rather Christian town, so does that mean you're all going to hell or something at this moment?
In a handbasket.
In a handbasket. First of all, my name is Raimi. Thank you for inviting me here to Pensacon, Florida. Thank you. It's a great city. I didn't know how sweet and nice and awesome it was downtown. When we talk about Pensacon back in LA, first people think it's a dream. And second, we all think if they know what it is, they think it's just a bunch of goons, wearing blue fatigues, tearing apart. And that is true. No, it isn't true at all. In fact, it's just the opposite is true, and it's so amazing to be here, the cradle of naval aviation. I know you're probably sick of hearing it, but we think it's so cool. And we do. We think it's amazing. And I do too. So for those here who live in the area, I'm sure you must have relatives who work in the government industries in one sort or another. So I thank you. So thank you. And it's super cool that, I tried so hard to get to that museum this morning. God, I tried hard to get to that damn museum. That naval aviation, who doesn't want to see those cool freaking Corsair stuff? Come on. The secret, I just want a secret to go in and go. One of those measurements go, I smell that smile. So, here I am. And I have a question for you guys. Okay, so this part of Florida is called the Panhandle, right? Okay. But that's kind of depressing. When you think of pans, you think of grease. Like old ham and stuff like that. That's been sitting there. I think you should guys call it like the magic wand or something that looks cool. Because there's no pan, there's just a handle. I don't really understand that very well. So I'm here to answer questions like you even don't know anything about. I always think this is hilarious. Like, there's nothing that any of you don't know about us actors already. It's been up online for like 1,000 years. But here we are. Now, are you all from here? Are you all from Pensacola? Yes. No. Who isn't from Pensacola? Where are you from, sir? I'll speak more slowly. Who else? Who else is from here? You, sir. Where are you from? Jacksonville, Florida. That's interesting. Do you use that as a pickup line?
I've been married for 22 years, so I don't have to.
Did she know that? Is your wife here? Where? All right. Raise your hand. Okay. She married that guy from Jacksonville, Florida. Okay, folks. So I'm here to answer any of all questions. I got back from the long season of doing ads for people that stars. This is the coolest. I've never been in a hall giving Q&As. This is like the coolest place. Can I live here?
Yes, if you want. Yes, no, maybe possible.
So, who has questions? I can't answer with these crappy mics because they don't really work. But who's got a question for me? Yeah. So, did you want to start with like a?
It's your show.
All right, let's start with a question. Yeah, you. Go ahead. Did I enjoy kissing the movie? I did. I went to what's the name of that?
McGuire's.
Yeah, it was great, man. It was great. All I was doing while I was eating was thinking of ways to rob the place. And everybody's been like, man, it'd take me like an hour to pull like $10,000 off. And we're getting arrested for it. It'd be put in a can for 30 years. But it was great. It was a great little joint. You guys are great places for it. Who else? Question. Yes, and something maybe relevant to. Yeah.
Okay.
I was never there. She was old enough. She was old enough. I thought it was Drano. I didn't know what I was doing there.
We got to come watch you guys film the last episode of the first season
Of what?
of Sequest.
Of Sequest. Oh, okay.
Roger State Park.
Okay.
You were
included. It's not true with all actors, but well, they might be, but they won't admit it. But I don't. Which is that all of us here at one point feel like outsiders. That's why we go to these conventions. We go to them not because we necessarily want to buy a bunch of crap, though we do too, and be broke and not be able to pay our heating bill. We come here because we want to be around people like us. You know, we go, oh, I guess I'm not alone in knowing all the dialogue from episode 2, season 4 of X-Files. I guess that's not such a weird thing, because like 8 other people also can repeat all the dialogue. And I think that's a really important thing. And it's, you know, and still now being like, a dork is sort of cool. You know, it's become more acceptable, but not really. Because anytime there's a group that gets together and goes, this is how you have to be a dork, then you're not a dork anymore. And then the people that like go, yeah, but I don't really like that, then they go, dork. Different dork. So that's a great thing that we're all doing here, and that's why I love doing these conventions. And I used to go to them before I became an actor. I would go to these cons all the time, just like you guys are now, sitting there and asking, questions like you are, and I love it, yeah, so it's a good thing. Who else has a question? I didn't know she was, I thought she was older.
She couldn't be here, so she made me promise
Yeah, 2 questions, okay.
to ask.
First
Are you
is,
single?
am I single? In what way?
Then the second question is, can I give you her number?
I am flattered. And that is the best offer I've had in the last 5 minutes. I'll tell you what. Sure. Why don't you give me? The answer is yes. I am single. Sure. I would love to. You have your number right there. Okay. You have a cell phone? Come on up here. Take care of this right now. See what's what. Now, if I call this number and it's like, say, your mom or something, it's really nasty. Now, I'm sure your mother's a wonderful, nice, and pretty lady, but,
Unless she's changed her number and didn't tell
Oh, let's see the picture. Oh, there's a picture here. Why did you make it smaller? Make it bigger. I can't see who she is. Let's see. Okay, give it a go. Not sure why not. No. It's raining. Brianna, how you doing? It's Ted Raimi here. Your friend Amy told me that I should give you a call. So maybe we should hang out sometime. I don't know. We could go do anything you like. See a movie, eat French fries, whatever you want to do. Read comic books. We could do them all at the same time, if you like. But I'm giving you a call. So what's up? And everybody here at Pensacon, say hi to Brianna. Yes, that really happened. So I'm sorry, Mr. Moderator. This poor guy's like, he's crazy.
You've made my job so easy.
Go ahead, go for it, dude. Go for it. Sorry, you got questions, so I'm gonna.
Only thing I wanted to ask about: Deathly Spirits, the YouTube miniseries with the drinks and the not great stories.
Is this even working? Oh, now it is.
Yeah. What are the odds of you doing that again?
Look at this thing. I have no response to that, Senator.
Look at this thing.
I'm not the IT guy.
Yes and no. All those guys. Why do they always do that at those Senate hearings? I'm not sure I have enough information to answer that question, Senator. Sorry, what you're saying. The answer, what is Deathly Spirits?
I know what Deathly Spirits is. They may not, so maybe you should explain it to them.
Deathly Spirits is a horror web series, very much like an old-time horror radio show where I tell the audience a very scary story, and at the end, create and teach them how to mix a cocktail to soothe their nerves in case they're too frightened to continue with their day. So it's sort of a cooking show, really, but mixed with an old-fashioned spooky horror tale. So it's a pretty neat thing, and I've gotten a lot of great response from it, and I had to stop it when I went to New Zealand last year, but I'm re-upping it now, so it's pretty exciting, yeah.
Very interesting.
Who else? Sorry, you, moderator.
No.
Forget.
We're here for them.
Hey, Ted, thanks for coming to Pensacon. Really,
Sure, dude.
I just had a question about Ash vs. Evil.
Question about Ash vs. Evil Dead. Go for it.
Okay, so, well, it's kind of two parts. The first part, is there any way possible that Chet is going to come back and see? There's a lot of play with the time and stuff like that, so maybe.
The show is called Ash versus the Evil Dead. Dead and evil being grouped together. It is possible. That's all I can tell you. But it is possible, yes. But thank you for the nice thought about it. Appreciate it. Have you guys seen Ash vs. Evil Dead? Yeah, second part.
The second part of the question is,
Yeah.
okay, when you did Henrietta the first time,
Yeah.
in the second movie, I read that you had a hell of a time in that costume.
It was
Sweaty
horrible.
and hot. How did that compare to the second time when you did it on the show?
Stop too. No, it's just hard. Yeah, I mean, you're covered in latex. There's prosthetic pieces glued all over your face. You can't breathe and see or speak very well. You have dentures in which you use your old woman crumbly teeth. You have Slayer lenses. You're blind. It's hot. You can't lay down, rest. You have to sip everything through a straw. And you're in it for 12 hours, but otherwise it's great. But that's really, I mean, that's sort of the back, that's what the back. Yeah, the highlight, exactly, yeah. But it was great, but it was great getting to recreate that. I mean, it was a wonderful thing. And the guys in New Zealand created that suit, just like in the original Evil Dead 2 movie. To such perfection that it was like going back to, 1988 when we shot the thing. It was great.
We're on the podcast, and we cover Ash vs. Dead. It's called Dead I Like.
Look at that. Wow.
And we made you a t-shirt.
You what?
Yes.
I got my own made person t-shirt? Let's see this. Let's see the t-shirt. First on the back, it's got...
That's
Yeah, so all promotion. Also just promote your...
Let's see the front.
It says, I got pink fucked at Elk Grove, Michigan. Thank you. Thanks, guys. Appreciate that.
Thank you.
Who else? Anybody? Yes.
What was your favorite role and why was it John?
I still feel that's a loaded question. I did enjoy playing that very much. It was a nice little chunk of my life doing that. We had a lot of freedom when we shot that show. So that was nice. Those were the days before it was just, the sort of like instant communication by a video chat wasn't really there yet. So we would do a lot of stuff in New Zealand, and the writers were 6,000 miles away in LA. And they couldn't stop us. So they tried. We'd get notes like the next day after the dailies went back to Los Angeles, Universal, and they'd go, that's not what we wrote. Already shot it. Sorry. So it was fun. For that reason, it was fun. But I did enjoy it very much. With the black stuff too. It was great. Everybody who worked on it was great. And many of those people, we all sort of folded back into some small degree in Actors Equal Dead. So, in the Stars show, there's myself, of course, and Lucy Lawless, who plays Dina on the show. Bruce Campbell, of course, stars in it, Holocaust, and some of the crew, and makeup department, and crazy thing. It was kind of weird. Who else? Yes. Can you do the Henrietta voice? Can I do the? Who else? Who else? Yes. Oh, what she asked about who my inspirations were. Canadian ones. I used to go back to the classics. There's a lot of guys now who are just great. I love them all. I'm mostly influenced by, depends on the part, but mostly I like, obviously, actors that are physically broad. So I was very influenced by Danny Kaye, late Danny Kaye. He was great. If you guys don't know who he is, he was more of a singing musical guy, but who could do incredible broad comedy. When he was good, Jerry Lewis. Not when he was bad, Jerry Lewis. And just verbally, and just for verbal punch, Bob Hope and Woody Allen. So, like, when I was just doing Chet, a lot of that was totally just doing Bob Hope. And, in fact, Bruce Campbell sort of does Bob Hope, too. You know, it's just that rapid-fire dialogue that just, I don't know, it just appeals to me and, sort of works, I think, pretty well. But those guys, and Woody Allen, just for his nebbishness. Poor little guy, just a little Benedict, not much of a Who else? We answered all the questions. I'd like to talk to you about sales. My favorite episode? Well, it's one that no one else likes, so I'm loath to answer this question, but for you I will. I like fish sticks and that. Hey, girl. For some reason like that, people see that and go, that soup sucked. Why did it suck? I didn't understand it. I go, I didn't eat it. That's why I liked it so much. No one saves anybody. They're living in this amorphous, they're all fish. It's like looking at a Rorschach test that episode. You go, whatever you see in it is right. It looks like this episode is about my mother calling me a jerk when I was 10. That's right, that's what it's about. Who else?
Tell them about your suit.
Tell them about my suit?
Tell them about your suit. That's a nice suit.
Oh, I did just tell you about that.
Yeah. Segways aren't my thing.
Tell them about Spumoni ice cream.
Yeah.
Why?
This suit. Well, I collect vintage suits. Some of you may not know that about me. If you're interested, that could be very interesting fact for some of you and incredibly boring for others. But it's what I do. Whenever I go to towns, much like this one, at some point I'll go to op shops and stuff, and I'll look around and I'll find old suits. I have about 80 or 90 suits now. I've been collecting for many years. And then I have about 20 tuxedos through history from about the teens, not these teens, but 100 years ago, through these teens. Maybe 200 assorted pairs of pants, sport coats, shirts, ties, I don't know. Costumes are fascinating to me, and men's love is too. But I was almost a designer at one point in my life. I almost wanted to be a designer, and my mother was in the lingerie business. And I had an option. When I left to go to California from Detroit, she said, you could have these businesses, which were very successful. So I could have been the Brock King of Michigan. Or I could have gone to California to be an actor. So it was pretty challenging, because I like fashion. But that's why I got the suit. Now you know. Did I like that? Yeah, it was cool. Except I couldn't really speak any of those languages. I fooled you. Which is good. I'm not trying to show you up. I never really spoke any of them. I would have them written phonetically for me. French, the German, the Swahili, all of it. The Canadian. like there's some, bad vessels up there. I can't speak Canadian. What's he saying? So it was fun, but no, it was a great compliment. I think I can speak, but I can't. It's like funny thing is Robert Duvall, great actor Robert Duvall. He's a guy. He's on a horse, right? He's got a hat. He looks like a cowboy. The guy just looks natural. The guy never saw a horse till he was like 40. He's just an urban guy, but he just looks like a guy who's fooled. He's just good at that stuff. Yeah, but it was cool. It was really fun. Yes, any questions that you have for me? This way.
Do you take it personally when they kill you violently on screen? Because it seems to happen sometimes. Maybe
Yes.
Maybe your family members are involved. Or...
No, I don't. I do die off horribly in most everything I ever do. I may have a record. I don't know. It's hard to say. I think I probably died in 3/4 of every amount of movies I've ever been in. In fact, somewhere on YouTube, some smart aleck cut together every death scene I ever had and stuck it in like a reel. And it lasts like 10 minutes. And they're quick cuts. It's not even like, I was using 5 minutes of this, but no, it's like, it's just disturbing. But I sort of like it in a weird way. I don't know. Actors, we love to pretend to die in movies. And I think part of that reason is, and part of the reason I love horror so much, and you guys probably do too, is, it's a weird psychological cathartic rehearsal for your own death. Yes, every one of you here is going to die, including myself. That's a dreadful thought. But when you see it in a movie, you go, mine's not going to be that bad. I ain't going to go in a meat grinder. Life's great. So that's kind of what it's about. And when we do that, we love to do it. But actors typically, because they love it so much, love to extend it. They love to make it a little longer, a little louder, a little more dramatic, a little more love in it. Or just a little. Now, have you ever? I don't know. I hope none of you have ever had to witness a person being shot. For real? I have. The dude just goes down. That's it. You get shot at, first you're getting punched by like a 900-pound dude, and you just go down. But I don't know why actors, they love to do this. I don't know. They do that, and directors have to pull them back. And I used to be that kind of an actor. And then I got chewed out on set. And I don't do that anymore. Who else? Anybody else? Oh, yes, Miss. By the way, I love the skulls. Great skulls. Get up. Stand, please. Get some skull dress. Awesome skull dress. Did you guys hear a question? Memories about Twin Peaks. You want to know? I do actually. I remember. Well, I remember I have a script for episode 1, season 3, which never got made. And in that episode, I die. For those of you who haven't seen Twin Peaks, another death. I was this punk rock kid, and I die. But in the episode, season 3, Wyndham Earle, the ghoulish guy who kills me, brings me back to life, turns me into a sort of a zombie college student. No, it's David Lynch. When you kidding me? Of course, that's normal. Perfectly normal David Lynch story. But I do remember that show. When I read for that, I had just come from a commercial audition where I was playing a young dad. So I had like this tweed coat, patches on my shoulder, like khakis and stuff. My hair was really square. And so my agent said, yeah, you got to go in for reading Twin Peaks. I'm like, Twin Peaks, the David Lynch show? They're like, yeah. I went, I just came from reading for like a dad, so this is supposed to be for a punk rock kid. And he said, yeah, go ahead and do it. So I walk in there, and there's a million guys my age, like that time, like, 23, 24. But all of them were like punkers. They had like 1,000 nose rings. Not a faux hawk, like a hawk. Like the real deal. I mean, they had like neck tats, crazy stuff. And so I was like, I'm not going to get this part. And out of the office came David Lynch. And he said, okay, come on in. I'm like, the most embarrassing freaking day of my life. But he didn't ask me what part I was reading for. And I read, he laughed. And that was it. So that's what I do remember that. I remember having to pee really bad. Also for those 2 days I shot, and because I was in this chess piece. And just last week, I was at a Trader Joe's in LA, and I ran into this guy. I was like, man, do I know you? He goes, yeah, I was a production assistant on that show. And we were told not to give you any water. I said, what? He goes, yeah, because you would have to pee. I said, I already had to pee. But it was ridiculous. Anyway, I do remember that. Who else? Can you ask a question? Yes, sir. Are there any productions that I'd like to hear? Oh, well, anyone where they pay me on time, probably. That'd be a first. Right now, I like so many things now. You know what I dig is Daredevil right now a lot. It's an awesome show. I'd love to get on that show. But currently, I'm working on something else. Not allowed to say what. So maybe, but one day I think I like that show. I dig. Also, I just want one genre I haven't done yet. So I've done so much sci-fi horror and I love it. I'd like to have my hand at a war film. Never done that. Done every other genre there is. I've done romance, comedy, mystery. I'd like to try that. Anybody else? Yes.
There was a guy right. Yeah.
Yes.
You had mentioned earlier that you went to cons like this.
Tons, yeah.
Were there some fandoms that you enjoyed?
Oh yeah, but it wasn't like today. Like you have like basically like today cons are like. I'm trying to think of an example. It's like going to Baskin Robbins. You get 32 varieties of any type you want, and of those there's a million little sub varieties, right? You can have certain kinds of horror even. Then it was just like chocolate and vanilla. You do sci-fi or not. So I would do the or nots usually, and that would like sort of a general broad thing of like fantasy, horror. I would typically gravitate towards those. It was weird. I was just on the plane with Walter Koenig coming here, and I remember seeing him as a little kid. And since then, I've met him at 1,000 conventions. You know, just another actor. But as a kid, I went and I shook his hand. He was really cool. But I never told him that. Too embarrassed, but you know, it's cool. You know, you're working on the plane with Chekhov. You know, I still do that. In fact, you know who else was saying who mentioned that to me too was the great Virginia Madsen, who's here at this convention. Amazing, beautiful Virginia. We were leaving the plane. She goes, "You know, that's Walter Koenig up there." I know Virginia. She goes, "Freaking cool." There's a woman that's committed 1,000 million hours of television and movies. She's impressed by it. So yeah, we just there's just guys we all of us dig. You know, even Virginia. And she and I were in Candyman together. Both did it with Candyman. Yes, is that yes? You, quiet man in the vest, staring at me. What?
I'm staring at my wife.
Is that really your husband?
Yeah.
You're lucky.
She tells me that every day.
She's right.
How did you feel on Sequest with the whole jumping the shark, getting aliens involved stuff?
It's a good question. Another loaded question. Wow. So tough room, I got to tell you what. How did I feel about that? Oh, I mean, it was just too many cooks in the kitchen.
Yeah.
That was absolutely too many cooks in the kitchen at that point. But the show turned out pretty. How many of you have seen Sequest? Raise your hand. Oh, shit, everybody. My uncle saw it once, but I forget who I'm talking to here. Hard first high five fans. So, yeah, it was a weird second season thing. Yeah, I don't know. Though I did enjoy very much working with Michael Ironside very much. I thought he was a great actor. And I love working with Roy Scheider, too, all those years. But Michael was a very demanding actor. Roy kind of stood back and did his thing. Michael Ironside, he's still around, he's kicking ass still.
So their characters were kind of in line with their personalities
A little bit.
in real life.
I suppose. That's true with every actor, though. It's not, there's a part of us that's in all of our acting. The degree is personal, I'm sure, but if you see an actor, not necessarily what he does, but how he behaves, you'll find that's almost always true to some degree within every actor. It doesn't mean because I kill a lot of people in movies and get killed that that's what I do. It's just when I'm outside lurking around your house, that's how I look. No, it's just that, when we behave in those situations, similar situations, we actually are kind of like that. So it's sort of interesting to think of that. And frightening. I'm good. Who else? Anybody else? Right. Yes, you.
What time period would you like me?
Time period? Oh, which time? Stuff that hasn't been done too much, I guess. I'll take anyone. World War I, do something that's like a little less than that, which is Civil War, or something that's never done, which is like the Mexican-American War. I'll be like, what the hell is that? So, War of 1812 would be cool too. People don't know that we fought Canada. It's hilarious. To a standstill. It's funny. And if you go, I grew up in Michigan, which of course is adjacent to Ontario, Canada. And if you drive into Ontario, Canada, you'll notice that on the road is, well, at one point during the War of 1812, the New York and Michigan militias went up to Toronto and shelled the hell out of it and turned it into rubble. I'm like, really? Yeah, it really happened. And when we were retreating, we're like, fuck this place. Like, burn everything we could on the way back. So on the way back, you see that this town burned by the Americans to the ground. And there's like 50 towns like that. You're driving past, you're like, sorry about your house. Well, I'll bring a peanut butter and jelly sandwich. The thing you like the most later when I come back. Thank you. Who else?
You ever get the drop shit and mighty song stuck in your head?
No. That song is in the state of my existence. I'm so sorry I made that thing up. I'm grateful, don't get me wrong, and it was funny at the time. It's just, I didn't think it would be so pervasive, let's put it, some 20 years later. But I'm glad it worked out. And I did have a good time. It's fun. No, we don't get stuck in that. No, rock songs get stuck. Who else? Sure. Yeah. Bruce Campbell did used to babysit me. He was a neighbor, and he'd come over for dinner a lot because he was friends with my brother. And so we'd eat dinner all the time at my house. My dad, who's a great barbecue guy. My dad would barbecue. He'd be like, "Who's this kid keep coming over? 3-4 times a week eating my steaks." So he goes, "Hey kid, what? You're gonna stay at this house and eat steaks. You're gonna do some work. All right? What do you want me to do? All right. My wife and I are going out of town for vacation. Babysit, my youngest kid. Hey, how you doing?" He's like, "Oh." So that's how we got to know each other. So he was first my babysitter for like 3-4 times. Our parents would go out.
bring back from the dead, like, with a certain amount of proper tailoring. I know that's really weird, but some suits are so messed up from wear. And because they're 50, 60 years old, they smell like dead guy sweat. It smells like you go, okay, dead guy and sweat, you don't want that. But then if you can like bring them back, you know, like methods that they do. But how do you resolve the dead guy smell? You want to know? I'll tell you. First, you take your suits, you hang them up, you steam them. Then you take 450 boxes, I'm exaggerating, more like 30, of baking soda. I'm not kidding. You open them up in the room and you close the room. Steam them. You wait 3 days, that's going to get rid of about 50% of it. Then, I know, it's bizarre, right? Then what you do is, vacuum cleaner, let you sprinkle with baking soda, and vacuum it all up. Do a little roller thing. Do the whole thing again 3 or 4 times, and so. There you go, yeah. So, maniac, crazy maniac. Anyone walked in and got me arrested. Steaming all your suits and baking soda to the max. Yes, you. Any questions?
Valentine Distillery.
Why do you look guilty?
I am. Extraordinarily. Valentine Distillery, were they involved with the Deathly Spirits, or were you just kind of throwing them a free plug?
Oh, Valentine Distillery. Yeah, they were my sponsor for the show.
Okay.
Valentine Distillery. This guy. It was just a liquor that I liked for making drinks, and they were the sponsor. So I gave them plugs. So when I I would suggest a liquor on the show, and I'd go, I like Valentine Distillery. Because they paid for everything, so why wouldn't I?
Now, is it someone you knew from Detroit, or
yeah, there was just
kind of coincidental?
Oh yeah, no, someone I knew from Detroit. I keep close ties with my friends and a lot of businesses I use from Detroit, Michigan. That's still my hometown, and I still feel very connected to that city. And I never quite felt like an Angelino. I still don't. I still go back to LA and I'm like, do I live here? But that happens when you move, and LA just sort of engenders that because it's just a weird town. It's LA. It's just a weird city. You don't ever feel like you're a part of it. But some people love it. I know. Yes. Next question, sir.
Well, now with all the shows that are getting reboots and reimagining, Ash vs. the Evil Dead's kind of bring back the Evil Dead.
Yeah.
Twin Peaks is coming back. Is there anything
Yeah.
you've been a part of that you'd kind of like to see come back that hasn't really been done yet?
Well, I hope the reboot of Xena is going to be good. I know they're going to reboot it very soon on NBC, and I think it's going to be great. And whatever gal is going to play her, she's going to have big shoes to fill. But I think there's a lot of great actors out there. I think it's going to be a terrific show. It'll just that's just the normal sort of progression of things. First you start doing the show, and then they throw you in as like somebody's dad. And that's awesome, and that's how it should be. And now there's just a whole new, generation. It's like Evil Dead. Yeah. Like I started off in the original cast of all the Evil Dead movies. Now there's like the awesome Dana DeLorenzo, Ray Santiago in that show, and they're great. They're just the new faces of Evil Dead, and they're perfect. They're just perfect. So yeah, it's gonna be good. Who else? You guys are all questioned out. Yeah. Oh,
guy in the back.
The dude in the hat. Of demented people? Of Red Skelton? Oh, Red Skelton? You mean the guy with PTSD? That he was a little frenetic, I guess, yeah. No, I enjoyed watching him, but any spastic movements that I make are purely my own. They have nothing to do with him, but thank you for the compliment. He was pretty cool and pretty funny. It was great. Yes, sir. Next question on your list there. What do you got?
I'm trying to avoid the list, but off the cuff. Is there anything you worked on that you don't want to see redone? You think it was fine and just needs to be left alone, or anything that you haven't worked on that you'd just rather see left alone? Since reboots are the thing right now.
Well, look, there's people get very upset when movies are remade. There's a lot of anger. Like sometimes that anger is because it's a sacred thing. I get it. To some people, the movies are the mythology that they love and follow, the characters that they love so much. They don't want to see a version of it. You know, it's like churchgoers. Nobody wants to see Church 2. It's like, but isn't this the church I go to? Yeah, but that's Church 2, the sequel. It's like, but that's, I don't get it. So it's understandably upset. So like, for example, with Ghostbusters, that was fine movie, but, you know, that's just me, but infuriated a lot of fans of Ghostbusters, you know, and Melissa McCarthy did her version. So reboots, you know, they're contentious things, you know. That said, I'll see anything. If anybody has a new idea to reboot something, that's awesome. But I wish they'd just come up with some new ideas. There's so few of those. Yeah, I just, you know, but look, these are the days of, if you are ever wondering, and I'm sure we all do because we're all fans of the genre, you know, why are there so many stupid, dumb sequels, and why do they go on forever and ever and ever? Why is there, you know, Fast and Furious 19 now? You know, why is that? And that's because in the late 1970s and early 1980s, when corporations took over studios and no longer individuals were doing it, they were taken over by business majors, and that's fine. Business majors are taught this. To be successful in business, you do what did well, and you do that again. That's how you make money. And they're not wrong. That is indeed how you make money. So that's why there's so many that's why we have 10 polls of 250 mil. And then once in a blue moon, in the theaters, in a big way, around Oscar season, you'll have, you know, like Fences, and you'll have, you know, like La La Land and stuff like that, you know, and even some smaller, semi-independent, quasi-independent, great sci-fi movies, you know, like Guardians of the Galaxy, you know, will come out, and that'll be awesome, you know, where you go, oh my God, I want more of these, you know, so something, you know, it just depends. Yes, sure. My favorite Sam Raimi movie? Oh, I think they're all terrific. I'm not an idiot. I gotta go to dinner over there in 2 weeks. What am I gonna do? Slam my brother? Yes. Who else has a question? That's it?
We can take one more.
One more. Yes, sir. Do I have any mementos from Sequest? Well, no, but I have some canceled checks that were very helpful at the time to pay my rent. But no, I don't. I mean, I think I have, I might have, I don't know. I think I did find my old costume. Actually, I do have that. I do have that, and I've got the, like a pulse rifle, I think, that I saved from set, and some stuff like that. So I've got some stuff. It's around. What? I can't even see what you got there. Is that your hand in a fist? Because no.
You did threaten to punch me in the face earlier.
It's a board. Well, can I see that? Oh, sure. I'd love to take a look. It's for me? Oh, my goodness. Another gift. I'm going to make out like a band. Let's see it. 40 pack, Sequest TSV. Look at that. That's pretty cool, man. Thank you very much. Thank you. Everybody?
Yep.
Thank you.
That's it for today.
Thank you very much.